Good evening, beautiful people. Running a bit late today, so apologies if you've been waiting for me to connect to the stream. Welcome to the Whackstar studio, and as always, we are set up to broadcast across the airways here from Kenya. This is Let's Talk Africa on the 14th of March, 2021. What a week we have had, and nonetheless, we are ready to do some good and great stuff, and hopefully we will have fun, see if we can make some contacts this evening. So I've already set the radio up. You can see that we are on 14.233 megahertz. Let's move myself down here. So you can see, let's put myself up over there. I don't know, where shall I put myself today? There we go. Let's put myself there on the stream. I don't know if we're going to have any luck. Last week was the first week where we didn't have any QSOs. I did have a quick QSO on 12 meters earlier down to South Africa. And I haven't had time to scrub around. I've just literally come off duty from my work. So we may or may not have people connected today. Obviously, if you are on the YouTube live stream, do connect online. Say hello. And in the quiet times where there isn't QSOs taking place, we I can just say how things are going. So let me know you can hear me. The radio is there. Let's just check if the frequency is in use. Good evening, world. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use over? I did check earlier. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? Over. Alrighty. Nothing. So 14.233. So you can have a look. Zulu Tango 1. Tango was the person I spoke to today. And he came across very nicely on 15 meters, not 12 meters. So he came across very nicely. And let's get the show on the road. Might be a bit too late as we've lost the grey line, but often South Africa comes up a little bit later, so we might get some nice South African contacts. Today, had some success on FT8, but I've had some trouble with my aerial. So I think last week my antenna, I don't know what was going on, my SWR was actually quite high and I didn't realise. So anyway, I think I've made some mods. Okay, let's try this. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, calling CQ, calling CQ, 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. Let's see if we get anyone tonight. I hope you guys are well. Thanks for tuning in, as always. CQ, 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 CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, 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 CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ from Central Kenya, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. So all being well, we'll get people. Had a crazy week here at school. Normally I'd get Saturdays off, but I didn't yesterday, just because we are very short-staffed at the moment. That's okay. And then today, apart from my normal Sunday responsibilities, I picked up a whole load of other stuff as well, which is great. It's nice to know that I can support people. But it has put a bit of a rush on this evening. CQ, CQ, this is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling from Central Kenya. CQ, 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 this is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. Just noticed my compressor is on the wrong setting, so you might have heard my voice change a little bit. Hopefully that's a bit better. CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel calling CQ from central Kenya. CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4 WH calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. Now, last week I was saying, got some exciting things to add to the studio, some more gadgets, which I will be reviewing in obviously their own little videos. So I'm looking forward to bringing that to you all. We had planned to go away, but circumstances have put a bit of a kibosh on our going away plans. I had hoped to do a bit more flying, but I'm going to have to get that weight on that. But never mind, that's okay, that's the way it rolls. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ from central Kenya. CQ, this is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. So all being well, we'll make some QSOs today. It was a bit disappointing last week, although I had this morning on 40 metres in Kenya. Our radio society has a net that meets 9 a.m. Kent East African time on 40 metres, and I was chatting quite happily to a couple of the members down in Mombasa, which was great, and one of them was only using 10 watts, so that was really impressive. CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4 WH calling CQ from central Kenya. CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. So hopefully we will have some success. CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4 WH calling CQ from central Kenya. CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4 WH calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. So if you have just joined the stream, this is Let's Talk Africa. It's where I try and encourage the continent to talk to each other via radio, subject to conditions, and then anybody else outside the continent to try and contact. Just good to get us chatting with each other. CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4 WH calling CQ from central Kenya. CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4 WH calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4 WH calling CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4 WH calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. With my X-Phase to try and bring that noise floor down. CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4 WH calling from central Kenya. CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4 WH calling CQ from central Kenya, calling CQ on 20 meters. CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. I don't know if the conditions are good or bad at the moment. I'm not very good at determining space weather. I look at QRZ. I'm just bringing it up now, and they have a kind of a little sort of, and it says here, look, it says the band conditions are fair, so we might not be, well, even 80 meters is not so great. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. So we might not wake the band up tonight. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. Delta station, if you could repeat your call, thank you. You're very, very quiet. I think I recognise the voice, but if you could repeat the call, that would be really helpful, over. That was definitely someone, wasn't it? There was a Delta station. Was it a Papa Delta station? I certainly heard somebody. If you could repeat the call, that would be really great. Thank you. Over. I'm sure I heard somebody. Delta India Papa. There is somebody there. Delta India Papa. I got Delta India Papa. Delta India Papa. I didn't quite catch the first part of your call. If you could repeat again, please. Thanks very much. You just came up in the static again. Hi, you're talking to Wayne, Whiskey Alpha Yankee November Echo. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. You're coming into central Kenya at the moment, and if you give me another over, I'll see if I can give you a signal point report, but you're very, very low in my static, so it's quite hard to hear you. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel returning, over. There was definitely somebody there. I got Delta India Papa. Delta India Papa. Now I'm not sure if that 5 Zulu Delta India Papa. Okay, cool. I'm sorry, I've lost you in my static. I'm going to call CQ a bit more. If you want to try again later, please do. Maybe the conditions will pick up a little bit. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ. Are there any other stations? 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, listening and standing by. Delta India Papa. So there was definitely somebody there. Just fiddle with the X phase a bit. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4W. Excuse me. It's not COVID. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ from central Kenya. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. maybe we're waking the band up. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. 5Z for WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. 5Z for WH, calling CQ. Calling CQ, listening to the frequency and indeed standing by. Over. Oscar. 902 Romeo Oscar. Is that correct? Over. Hi, 902 Romeo Foxtrot. I think I've got that correct. You're listening to 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. Good to hear from you, my friend. You're coming in at about sort of 4 and 2, 4 and 3. So not a great signal, but I can just make you out. So how are things with you today? Over. Yeah, it's good to hear you. I'm really struggling tonight. There seems to be a lot of QSB and barely breaking the static. I'm not sure if it's the conditions or if it's my antenna setup. I'm running 100 whiskies through a Kenwood TS50 into something called a DX Commander. It's good to hear you though. Can I just confirm the call is 902 Romeo Foxtrot. 902 Romeo Foxtrot. Can you confirm that's correct? Over. Nine Alpha 2 Romeo Foxtrot. Is that correct? Over. So 9 Kilo 2 Romeo Foxtrot. 9 Kilo 2 Romeo Foxtrot. Is that correct? Over. Roger. Yeah, no, I've got you now. Thank you. I got you, and you came up a little bit. You're probably coming to a sort of 5 and 2 or 5 and 3 there, my friend. Are you able to give me a signal report, please? A signal report. Over. Roger. Yeah, thanks. It's a real struggle to make you out, but I think I've got you. I'll pop you in the log. Just out of curiosity, what is your QTH? Over. What is your QTH? Over. Kuwait. Okay, yeah, good to hit you, the Middle East. It's lovely to hear you. Just out of curiosity, what are you running? What power are you running at the moment? Over. Sorry, that last over was quite difficult to hear you. Listen, I'm going to continue to call CQ. If conditions improve, I'd love to connect with you again. But yeah, I've got you in the log, and all being well, we'll connect again on the band. So this is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, saying 7-3 to 9 Kilo 2 Romeo Foxtrot. Over. Happy DXing, my friend. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. Are there any other stations? This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. Calling CQ on 20 meters. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. Listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. I heard a station with Kilo. Is there a K station out there? Over. I got Romeo Echo 2. Is that 9? Is that 9 Kilo 2? Romeo Echo Kilo. Is that correct? Over. Nine Kilo Romeo Echo Kilo. Is there a station there with that call? Over? Sorry, Echo Kilo station. I'm really struggling to hear you. Are you able to? I'm calling from Central Kenya. I don't know if you can angle an antenna or if you've got a little bit more power. I haven't quite got your full call. I've got Romeo Echo Kilo. Over. Okay, it was nice to speak to you, sir. My name is Wayne, Whiskey Alpha Yankee November Echo. I'm just situated about 250 kilometers outside Nairobi on the Rift Valley, central Kenya, running 100 whiskies into a TS50 and using a DX Commander. You're coming in at about a 4 and 3. I wonder if you're able to give me a signal report, please. Okay, Romeo Echo Kilo. It's really difficult to hear you. I'll pop you in the log. Hopefully, I've got the right call there, my friend. Yeah, if conditions improve, I'd love for you to drop in again. I'm going to be calling CQ for a little bit. So hopefully we'll have a little bit of an improvement on the band this evening. Lovely to make your acquaintance, and I hope all is well with you. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel returning. Over.
Oh,
we lost him. All right, maybe 2 calls from Kuwait. I'm not sure if that was, but pop them in the log. Let's see what happens. But that's quite good. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over.
ZS1WY.
ZS1WY. How you doing? That's Ivor. Is that correct? Over.
Yeah, You got it. How are you doing, Eva?
Yeah, we're doing all right, thanks, Ivor. Great. It's been. I was actually just thinking the other day that I've not heard from you in a while, and I was just wondering how things were. Yeah, we're doing okay. We've had a bit of a few COVID incidences around us at the moment, so we're just all trying to be a bit careful up here in Kenya. How are things in South Africa these days, Over?
Yeah, look, it's getting a lot better. Wayne, can we go up 10 kilohertz? I'll tell you why in a minute, over.
Roger, yeah, so I'll go up 10 kilohertz. Over, just give me a second.
Yeah, Roger, okay, I'll see you later.
ZS1WY, this is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel.
Wayne, are you here?
Yeah, Ivor, I'm here. Yeah, good. So what's going on down there? Over?
It's the 233 is one of the slow scan TV frequencies, and I could hear the tones and somebody battling on that channel, over.
Oh, Roger. Appreciate that, mate. That's an overlook on my part. Thanks for the heads up on that. And you're coming through. You're coming through really nicely there. I can give you a report of about a 5 and 8 there. So yeah, lovely signal. Are you running some power this evening, Ivor? Over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I know. I'm running the linear at a kilowatt this evening. But very, very nice to hear you. I did hear you about 3 evenings ago. But you were very busy working the DX, so I left you at the team. So but it's great to hear you're still doing okay. With regards to the question, look, we had it bad here, I think after it was holiday time, everybody was moving around, and so was the virus, you know the story. But since then, without the public being vaccinated, the levels have kept going down and down and down. So we're improving at the moment, despite the local strain and everything else. So things are looking better. We're down to lockdown stage 1. Which is very, very minor. Thank goodness things are okay here. Sorry to hear not so good where you are, Wayne. Whatever you do, be careful. And yeah, I know, you're in the bush, it's not that easy. 5Z4WH from ZS1WY, over.
Yeah, no, Ivor. Yeah, well, because I work in an international boarding school with a lot of teenagers. They you can tell them to socially distance as much as you can, but they don't always listen. So, of course, when a few cases pop in, everyone starts to realise that perhaps they should have been a little bit more careful. But we live and learn. Yeah, we're doing okay though. Thanks, Ivor. I'm just hoping that I've been able to stay clean and safe, not to catch it myself. But you never know. I might be one of these asymptomatic folks, but we just pray that it doesn't claim anyone's life or anything like that. Though we do have vaccines in Kenya, and there was an announcement from the government earlier in the week that there is an active push to vaccinate all teachers over 50. So all being well, not that I'm over 50, but all being well, we'll start to see some vaccines start to come out here. But sadly, we're climbing. Our cases are climbing in Kenya at the moment. So all being well, the government will take some action and stop that from happening. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel returning to ZS1WY, over. Lost him. ZS1WY, Ivor, you still there, over?
on. I think they put in new LED street lights and schools with no windows. Wayne, great to hear you're okay. There is a school and a workplace. I tried to a little bit earlier, which is peak. 5Z4 Whiskey Hotel, ZS1WY, over.
Thanks, Ivor. Yeah, I lost most of that over. There's quite a lot of QSB there, my friend. But yeah, no, thanks for your good wishes, and thanks for dropping in. I'll, as always, it's always good to chat to you. I'm glad things are you're safe and well. And well, I'll let you get on. I'm going to call CQ for a little bit longer this evening, see if anybody is out there. But thanks so much, Ivor. All the best to you and your family. God bless. And 7-3 from 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. Over.
Yeah, fine now, Wayne. Yeah, you were a bit better that time. Yeah, your report was a 5 and 6. Was a 5 and 6 at the beginning there. You said ZS1WY, but yeah, Wayne, over.
Okay, my friend, take care. Any other stations listening? Any other stations? This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, listening and standing by. Over. There you go, good old Ivor drops in. Love a little chat with him. He's a good lad. I did not realise that was slow scan, so that's complete overlook on my part. Feeling a bit of a muppet. But there you go, being new to the hobby, you've got to learn these things. And Ivor dealt with it in an amazing way. He politely said, move on up, and then I'll tell you why. And so, yeah, kudos to Ivor on that one. Much appreciated. Okay, let's see who else is out there. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel on 14.243 megahertz. Listening to the frequency and standing by. I'm calling CQ 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. Listening. Over. So, yeah, that's a lovely little contact there. I think I've spoken to Ivor between now and sort of when I got the Kenwood about November time last year, and I think him and there's this guy in the Seychelles that I often speak to. So it's good. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ, 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. And Ivor often puts me on a DX spotter as well, which is great, because CQ, this is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, CQ, this is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. I think a couple of contacts in Kuwait, certainly one definitely. CQ, this is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ, this is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. So if you've just joined us, this is Let's Talk Africa, where I call CQ. And I've been doing it on 20 metres recently, seeing who's out there. And so if you've stuck in from the beginning, you'll know that I've had a couple of contacts in Kuwait and one in South Africa. And it's getting a little late now, so we might find the bands are starting to die out. I was chatting to my previous caller. He was running 1,000 watts. So that's 10 times the power I'm running. But he gave me a good signal report. But there was a lot of QSB on his end. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ, calling CQ, calling CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel on 14243 megahertz, calling from central Kenya. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ from central Kenya. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ from central Kenya. 5 Zulu 4 with 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. So I've just pulled up a band plan, and you can see their image center of activity is 2430. So obviously I was transmitting on, what was I transmitting on? I was transmitting on, let's have a look at this Kuwait one quickly. So yeah, so I would have been trumping over that guy. Yeah, it's a good spot there. So there, I've learned something new today, which is great. I've never played with slow scan TV, but something that is coming might help me venture into that. Let's continue calling CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ from central Kenya. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ from central Kenya. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and indeed standing by. Over. So let's see if we get anybody else. Believe it or not, this is 8 weeks of calling CQ on Sunday evenings for Let's Talk Africa. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and indeed standing by. Over. Very quiet on the chat this evening. Someone called, is it Peru Holia 76JJ says hello. Sorry, you posted a while back. I think I was trying to deal with the old Kuwait chat then. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, calling CQ, calling CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. CQ, 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 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. Is that somebody? Or is that a bit of interference from up or down? Well, let's call CQ, see what happened. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. There's some there. I'm just trying to work out. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. Seem to be anything below. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. Is there a station there trying to call? Is there a station trying to call? 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, listening and standing by. Sounded like someone, didn't it? Is there a station there? 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, listening and standing by. Over. Some spurious. There's nothing directly above or below. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ from Central Kenya. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5Z4WH, calling CQ, calling CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by. Over. I wondered if there was an Alpha Foxtrot station there. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5 Z4 WH calling CQ CQ CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5 Z4 WH calling CQ, calling CQ, calling CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5 Z4 WH calling CQ, calling CQ, calling CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. CQ, CQ, CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5 Z4 WH, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. Might drop down to 40 metres for the last 10 minutes. Don't think there's anybody else out there tonight. Certainly nobody that's running power. Let's go down to 40 metres and see how we get on down there, just for a few calls. Okay, so we'll move to 40 metres on 7.95 megahertz. Let's see how we're getting on. CQ, CQ. Sorry, is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use, over? Don't worry, it's not covered. CQ, CQ. This is 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel calling CQ on 40 metres. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, 5 Z4 WH, calling CQ, calling CQ, calling CQ. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel, calling CQ, listening to the frequency and standing by, over. 5 Zulu 4 Whiskey Hotel. Okay guys, I'm going to draw a line under it there tonight, I think. Quite exhausted after the weekend, but nonetheless it was good to drop in. So not a complete failure of an evening. Couple of what I think seems to be contacts into Kuwait, and if we look on the QRZ there, we don't want Windows Media Player. Thank you very much. We can see I spoke to Zulu Tango 1 Tango, but that was before we kicked off, just to see if the conditions were working okay. I think a couple of people in Kuwait, which is good. And then we finished off our evening with Ivor, which is always a pleasure to speak to him. So I'm going to draw a line under it there. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me. All being well, I'll be back next week, hopefully a little earlier to catch that grey line, but nonetheless. So be blessed, everyone. If you enjoyed what you have seen today, just click the thumbs up. Much appreciated. Like I say, got some toys coming soon that we can enjoy unboxing and configuring together. But I'll make that more available when we get to that stage. Stay safe, everyone. Look forward to seeing you again, and God bless. Bye.